I've got an amazing story to share with you guys today, and we're going to get into the deep and the dirty and the ugly today. I'm going to tell you about a project that almost broke us and built our future. This story is a story I've avoided telling for almost over a year, not because I've been ashamed, but because I needed a little bit of distance to tell it truthfully. It begins with one of our longest standing corporate clients that made a bold decision. They were shifting from unemployed, unintentional training learnerships to developing their teams internally, intentionally with their employed learners. We were so happy, we celebrated, we were proud. The opportunity that we had been waiting for the chance to make a real impact inside an amazing organization within South Africa. We had quality assured courses, we had strong partners, we had momentum, or so we believed. And where it started to crack was after months and months of sort of waiting for their mapping of the entire organogram. The client came back with an amazing list of programs that were completely outside of our accredited scope, beyond our QA assured partnerships and quality assured courses. So what we should have said was no, not yet. But eager to please, we said yes. And this was mistake number one. First of all, there was an absolute delivery nightmare. I mean, the content misalignment, everything that could have gone wrong did. The inconsistent facilitation, LMIS failures, assessment ambiguity. There were control issues, of different documentations, learner frustration, HR escalation that we couldn't the fires kept coming. And there was so much reputational pressure. And it really mirrored some of the systemic issues across the sector. I mean, there's massive facilitation gaps now with the new QC2O transition that we're experiencing as an industry. There was a massive curriculum mismatch where our curriculums weren't really aligned perfectly. There was admin overload, cohort disruption, tech issues, compliance anxiety, and this all led to declining morale, both in our team and with the learners. And it was really, really difficult. We had to step back into our provider operations, rebuild quality on the fly, trying to save the program. And from the get-go, we already were on the back foot. It was probably the most stressful time in my business and in this business. I think eventually what happened was the client was lost, and the lesson we learned from that our purpose was found. Losing the client, one of our biggest corporates, absolutely hurt deeply. It was one of the biggest failures, but also became the catalyst for the New Skills Bureau. And what we learned, the biggest lesson we learned was saying yes too early guarantees failure. We weren't ready. We should have waited. We should have said no. Second lesson we learned is that the sector currently is under a lot of strain. This project sort of exposed every fracture, in the new QC2O environment, and we experienced exactly what corporates are facing daily. Quality assurance, it wasn't a department, it was a survival strategy. We built an entire QA framework with accreditation checks, curriculum mapping audits, material version control, facilitator competence scoring, assessment, validity checks, partner rankings, and continuous monitoring. So essentially what happened was the QC2O frameworks weren't ready for execution, and we hadn't done enough due diligence to ensure that we were ready to deliver top tier quality programs that the industry deserved. The fourth lesson that I think was the most sort of profound for us was the courage and the consistency equals trust. So in November, everything sort of changed for us. We applied a new QA system relentlessly. In the past, we've got 12 new gold partners that have, completed 22 QA audits completed that we have conducted for our partners. And we've also had amazing success this month as well, having 94 learner absorptions. And this is a movement that has now redefined how Skills Bureau does things. And it's a lesson we've learned and we've applied into our business. And it's the new version of things. We spent the last 12 months rebuilding quality assured programs only that have a deep provider vetting process, that have predictive QA tools that are fit for purpose training programs for the organograms, for the right people in the right positions. We have transparent reporting. Employer confidence is now restored. And our mission is to never ever deliver training that we cannot stand behind, to never again compromise quality for speed, to never ever again lose a client because we weren't ready. The failure hardened us, it refined us, it clarified our purpose, and we are ready. 2026 awaits with a whole new version of SkillsBro that you can trust, rely on, because all our programs are quality assured and deliver the best versions into your organograms, and we are so excited to walk that journey with you next year. Thank you.